Hey there, hi there, ho there, welcome back. I'm deciding to just put these into a separate video altogether because I think I'm just going to stream the rest of Hive Swap. I don't feel like editing all that, and I'm going to have a lot more fun just kind of playing it and then not worrying about things later. So, I'm going to also post those other bits that I have put into the other videos into it, so I hope you all enjoy this. It's going to be a 3-part series because God tiers and titles in Homestuck are a lot, and for whatever reason, this is the thing that I got obsessed with when it comes to Homestuck. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible. This and the 2 follow-up videos will also be heavily based on Page of Hope's God tier test, so I'll link that below. Anyway, your God tier is your power, your ultimate power, and what you do in the game of Homestuck. It's split into your class and your aspect. The classes are split into 14 parts, 2 of which are considered only for another species, and for all intents and purposes, trolls and humans are treated the same when it comes to God tiers. Those classes are Thief, Rogue, Heir, Page, Knight, Maid, Mage, Seer, Witch, Sylph, Prince, and Bard. The 2 others are Lord and Muse. Think of them a lot like classes in Dungeons & Dragons, honestly. There's also the aspects, which there are 12. Those aspects are Light, Void, Blood, Breath, Heart, Mind, Hope, Rage, Life, Doom, Space, and Time. Think of these as your specialties in D&D. Your class is what you can do with the thing you have control over, and your aspect is the domain you work with. The cool thing about this is that a lot of it is up to interpretation, at least when I was into God tier stuff, so bear with me if things have changed since post-canon things have come out, i.e. Hive Swap and Friend Sim, along with Homestuck 2 and the epilogues. I haven't read those fully. I've kind of read Homestuck 2, but whatever, I don't consider it canon. It's kind of canon, kind of not, it's fine. Once you achieve God tier, you are for all intents and purposes immortal. However, that doesn't make you invincible. You can still die. There are 2 specific circumstances where that can happen, a just death or a heroic death. In the comic, there is a certain point where it seemed like characters were dying left and right, but because of shenanigans that led up to that point, it created a really terribly bad scenario, so we don't really talk about that too much. So let's talk real quick about the different types of sessions which may or may not come up in the game of Hive Swap. Null, dead, and, well, basically a winning scenario. Null sessions are failed sessions. This is where no one wins and everyone loses. Pretty much as straightforward as the game will get, well, as straightforward as Homestuck can get. There are typically more null sessions than anything else. Dead sessions are a special kind of failed session where there is only one survivor. That survivor had reached God tier and because of how the game could work, cannot die. It is, in my opinion, the worst kind of session because the one left either killed all their friends or watched them all die. And in the game of Homestuck, self-death is not considered heroic or just, therefore a sole survivor cannot die. They live on into forever. Winning sessions are the best ending, where you may get through the game and create a new universe on the other side. In order for that to happen though, you need 2 different players, a time player and a space player. We'll talk about the specifics of aspects in a later video, but a space player creates what is called the Genesis Frog, which for whatever reason, probably explained at some point in the comic, which I really don't have the brain capacity to look up at the moment, creates the new universe. The time player is required to both speed up the process and facilitate its creation. So, in the comic, this is kind of the main reason why another species called cherubs, which I kind of mentioned before but didn't name them, were able to create the current Earth and Alternia. Okay, so that's a lot to take in. I'm gonna do the classes in the next video because also I find this sort of thing as interesting as Hogwarts houses were, you know, before everything just kind of hurt too bad to love, and we'll follow that up with a bit on aspects. So, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you'll come back for the next few parts. Okay, bye. Side note, I figure I should probably mention I'm a mage of space. That's why my avatar and these are dressed in the way that they are, and they have black, white, and red as their main colors. Okay, bye.